In the past, we've had lots of stories about people pretending to be games journalists or YouTubers just in an attempt to bag themselves some free games. Now, Valve has actually cooked up a new system, Curator Connect, in an attempt to stop this. But occasionally you do get the person who will go the extra mile to get their hands on a video game key.
In a post on Imgur, indie developer and creator of the adventure game Paradigm, Jacob Janerka detailed his investigation into a scammer who was attempting to swindle developers out of Steam keys. The scammer, who went by the name Dimitri, claimed he ran a game-loving coffee shop in the Ukraine called Baroda Drink. Dimitri said his coffee shop was running a promotion. Customers who correctly answered 3 gaming questions on the spot would get a free game and a 10% off coupon for coffee. But because Dimitri was supposedly a student as well as a coffee shop owner, he had no money to buy the game keys himself and was asking developers if they would donate keys to help him out. Dimitri even sent what were apparently pictures of the coffee shop along with its staff and some promotional material. He also promised to advertise the games as well, printing off posters, handing out flyers and talking about them with customers.
Now at first, Janerka simply forgot to reply, so Dimitri sent a follow-up email asking for a response, even providing a link to the coffee shop's supposed Twitter page. Janerka decided to check it out. He thought it was quite odd because of the low-resolution photos and the fact that Dimitri's email address was highlighted on the banner in bold print. Janerka, who at this point was already suspicious, decided to look up the shop's address on Google Maps, and as it turns out, the address directs to an empty lot in the middle of nowhere. But Janerka did find an Instagram page for Baroda Drink, which was entirely in Ukrainian and had a lot of marketing material, none of it video game themed. Turns out Baroda Drink was an actual cafe in another part of Ukraine, and Dimitri had stolen their artwork and promotional material to use in his scam.
I like the idea that he's gone to Google Maps and done his research, like proper sleuthing, to try and figure out where this guy's from, to see if it is actually. I love that. Like, it's the kind of thing that I would do. Proper like Google Maps it just to see where the hell is this guy from.
I mean, the amount of emails like that fly around the internet like this in the games industry, it really surprises me that he's fallen down this rabbit hole and he's gone, okay, maybe this guy's being genuine. Maybe he does have a video game loving coffee shop in the Ukraine and he wants some game keys. And he's gone to investigate. That's great that he's done that. You know, as far as the scammer goes, it's pretty interesting that he's, rather than just say, oh yeah, I've got a YouTube channel, he said, I've got a coffee shop, here's some photos of it.
It's very specific and it's quite inventive, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you can come up with better ways. There's something about this story that kind of it's almost too fake to be fake.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's so ridiculous. That's probably why he went down the rabbit hole. He was probably like, well, this is a bit daft, so maybe there's something to it.
With his findings in hand, Janerka sent a response to Dimitri asking him if his cafe is really located in the Ukraine, why was all the social media in English? Following his email, Janerka said the fake Twitter page was shut down and Dimitri had not responded to any of his emails. Ending his pretty lengthy post on Imgur, Janerka asked the question, should he have to become an amateur detective just to see if someone was scamming him? Probably not. Should he have just ignored the email and carried on making new games? Well, yes. He said, quote, Dimitri, you lied to me. I believed in you.
Gareth had to say it like that because it was in block capitals.
It's in block capitals. It's fully
tight.
Yeah. Seriously though, scammers, especially ones taking advantage of small devs trying to get coverage, which probably have to work as a barista themselves to pay rent.
This is a really long post on Imgur. The link will be in the description. It's worth reading through because it's quite fascinating. This tale that goes through the rabbit hole is quite deep and it's quite interesting how this all pans out. And it's quite amazing that it did pan out at all because, like I said earlier, I'm amazed that this doesn't just get battered aside like, well, this is just bollocks and just carry on with your day. Instead, it's become an emotional thing. He's got an Imgur post. He's upset because the guy lied to him. Like, he's probably joking. It's become a whole story. It's become a whole thing simply because he gave it his time. Yeah.
Apparently, this kind of thing is quite common where people are scamming game keys. I mean, we don't even get game keys, Mike.
Well,
we get occasional game keys, but with the genuine article, some might say. Some might even think we are actual news reporters, and we still don't get keys off people. And these scammers going around getting keys, and maybe we should invent a coffee shop or something. Maybe we should actually, I mean, we've got enough coffee in there. There's like 12 different types of coffee in our office, so maybe it would work. An actual coffee shop. Pretty good coffee shop.
Yeah, instant only. Here's the thing about this, is that it is such a problem actually that Steam have had to come up with their own system to stop it. The Curator Connect thing is a real thing, that it's just another system that's a bit more funneled and a bit more direct from publishers and developers to influencers that can be verified by Steam. There's like this direct channel there now to stop all these keys flying around the internet. So I guess maybe we'll see less and less of this in the future because Steam are actually trying to do something about it now. Because that's how much of a problem it is.
Yeah, that takes out the need for Steam keys to be a thing, right?
Yeah.
So the game automatically gets attributed to the Steam account. So
Yeah.
no keys involved, no resale potential, and
No fake coffee shops.
no fake coffee shops. I kind of like fake coffee shops. So.
Okay, so that's quite a creative way, I guess, of trying to get your hands on a Steam key. Let us know what you think of this down in the comments. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this every single day. You can check out that video right there, right now if you want, and the link to Patreon if you want to support the channel. We'll see you next time.